offers from all the other major emulators as optional downloads.
Like the best SNES emulator at this point, I would say for my money is SNES Plus, because it actually emulates all of the SNES features, including things like the Super Game Boy, the SNES mouse, and it does it all natively, and it essentially goes for perfect. Wait, there's a missile.
Are you sure?
Hold left. Yes, jump into the wall with the morph ball.
Aha! I forgot about this. Can we go this way?
For my money...
No.
No, this is just an end with a missile. Dead end with a missile.
Fair enough.
Yeah, for my money, the best SNES emulator is SNES Plus, because it emulates everything basically more or less natively. You can't go this way yet. You got to go to the upper right room.
Oh yeah, because you got to turn stuff on, don't you?
You gotta activate the generator.
I always forget about that.
That wasn't in the NES game. In fact, after this first missile here in the NES game, there was nothing this way. It was just a bunch of empty fucking corridors.
Well, that's stupid.
Very. It's like mostly the same layout too. It's just empty.
What's the point then? Just to have a bigger map?
Probably.
Admittedly, this is a huge map for an NES game.
This is actually just a tiny bit bigger than the NES map. But you also got to remember that in the NES game, most of these rooms were copy-pasted. It wasn't like as diverse as Zero Mission is. Missile down there.
I'll get the missile on the way back down. Because you gotta go back down there anyways. Here we are. Alright, now KRAID's lair is traversable.
Yes. And these are called zip lines. They are in Metroid Prime 3 as well.
Interesting. Oh, no, nothing in this one? Okay, then I have to go all the way to the wall, and then I come back. How do I summon the beast again?
Use the zip line.
Okay, you have to actually use it, Okay, cool.
Now, this boss, a lot of its attacks are neutralized because you have the various suit, and most of its attacks are spitting acid at you.
Yeah.
It's only the ramming ones you have to worry about.
Yeah, I thought about that as I was getting close to the boss room. Oh yeah, because like that? Yeah, no need to worry about that now.
I noticed it's lagging in the boss too.
Yeah. Oh no. I'm almost out of missiles.
Yeah, you're gonna have to kill on the next volley. Make these two count.
Got one left.
If this next doesn't kill it, you're gonna have to go to charge beams. You know that, right?
Oh no.
Actually, I think the wave beam might damage it normally.
Wait, what do you mean the wave beam isn't reaching? Nope.
Okay. I know what's going on here, and I don't think the developers actually intended for this.
They didn't intend for you to run out of
so
missiles.
big, it's actually no. The wave beam is actually so big, it's ricocheting off of the boss where it normally wouldn't.
Alright, well thankfully I figured out how you're supposed to do it.
If you just had the ice beam, you could charge it up and damage it. Like, if you just had the ice beam, you could damage it normally like that with the charge beam. But it's because the wave beam is so big, it's actually hitting the side of the creature where it's not vulnerable and just dissipating.
Excellent.
How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel great. The good news is they technically put in a way for you to do this.
I don't know if the developers accounted for this because, like, what kind of a crazy person would get the wave beam? You know, I think they accounted for it. They just didn't test it.
Sup? That's useless.
Yeah, he's just gonna sit there.
Oh. That didn't work out as well as I hoped. There we are, okay. It's a good thing I randomly jumped off to the side, or that would have been a long boss fight.
Oh, you gotta get the bomb there, too. Missiles. Missiles!
Oh, yeah, down below.
You know, I got the missile wave beam early once, and now I'm remembering all the reasons I do not do this anymore.
Yeah, it's really starting to sound like a terrible experience.
I mean, in some respects the game is easier, but in other respects the game is like harder.
Yeah, that's one really interesting thing about this game is there are very few games where, like, moving on, like getting new weapons, doesn't close off doors in most games. But both this and the screw attack seem to do so.
And honestly, I think this in particular only really does it with that boss. But yeah. And the other thing is that there's just kind of tedious to get without the screw attack. That's the word I was looking for. Not tedious to get. Yeah, I messed up. Okay. Tedious to get without the super missiles. There we go. As you saw.
Yeah, because you just gotta go through and do everything again anyways.
And then you gotta go the way you came because you don't have the speed booster.
Yep.
And you miss out on the energy tank you normally would get getting the wave beam. Save room.
Yep.
Save stations were introduced in Metroid 2 too. The original NES game did not have save stations.
It just did the Zelda thing, didn't it?
Only the English version. The Japanese version had an actual save system. What happened is it just does the Zelda thing of if you die, you need to save.
Okay.
And you can also basically kill. You know how in Zelda you can no. There was missiles up there.
Oh.
Yes, do it.
You know, this overly long pathway that's got beetles at the top.
2 rippers.
If I hit one of them, I have to go all the way back down to the bottom. Oh no!
There.
Or here's a better option. There's a save room just right up there. I could always die.
You could.
Or I'll just go around in a circle, because, as was made clear by that last boss fight, I need more missiles.
Yes. Especially for KRAID.
A boss fight which literally runs on missiles.
You just described 90% of boss fights in the series.
Fair.
Like, okay, to be fair, I feel like the Prime games diversified the boss fights a lot, and you do things like certain bosses you have to kill with the morph ball bombs and the spring ball and the spider ball and all that. Like, I feel like Prime was a little bit more diverse than just pumping with missiles. To be fair, but in the 2D games, yeah, it's mostly just missiles, except for Samus Returns. Samus Returns, you have to kill the Metroid with the ice beam. Missiles are only really for the Juggernaut and the final boss. But the final boss, yeah. I'll just tell you when you get there.
Fair enough.
Wouldn't want to spoil you. Actually, Metroid's interesting.
Go ahead.
What's interesting is that a lot of the Metroid games run based on the assumption the internet doesn't exist, basically, because a lot of the revelations in the game are like new forms of Metroids and stuff.
So you're saying that the wiki destroys everything?
Pretty much.
Oh god.
Although it does that for Fire Emblem too, doesn't it?
You're telling that to me? Me, of all people.
They got to the point where the wiki actually retired the spoiler tag. Yeah, there's a rope there. Yeah, the wiki's actually retired the spoiler tag. The old spoiler images were masked Marth and Ellawood killing the ice dragon. Two very
they're definitely spoilery moments, but one of them was screwed by Sakurai.
Yeah, that is true. And the other one was screwed by Fire Emblem Heroes. Though, what twist isn't screwed by Fire Emblem Heroes? Yeah, with this one you just gotta basically bomb and jump.
Yeah.
You can press
and then jump off early.
Uh-huh. It's not that hard once you know what you're doing and how to do it. Honestly, I think the hardest part of Zero Mission is and getting things fast is knowing what you're doing and like learning it.
No, too early. Too early. I mean, arguably, Ellawood killing the ice dragon in itself isn't the spoiler image. It's what you see after.
Okay. Pause for a second. I want to make sure I'm more. Okay. Yeah, it's. Yeah, you just got to go back to that area you jumped down early.
Yep. But I gotta go back there anyways, because that's the only way to get to KRAID. Actually, I just realized I didn't have to go through that whole issue of bomb jumping because I have the high jump boots.
You don't even need the high jump boots to get that to jump to that normally. Actually, you can just literally jump. You're just overcomplicating things.
What else is new?
There we go. That's essentially like 2 mini bosses for a missile, sort of. Okay, now I think you're good.
Yep, all I'm missing is 2 missiles and an E-tank, which I know I'll find more later.
There's one E-tank here that you need to get to with the speed booster, and there's one missile tank that you need the.
Oh, it's this room.
No, if you keep going, there was a missile. Oh,
Oh,
wait, you
well.
already got the missile.
Yeah, because I went through there earlier.
And this is another mysterious item that debuted in Metroid 2.
Actually, I have to go around, don't I? Yeah.
You
Up
have
and
to
around.
break in. You have to break in the old eroded walls. I actually like it. It makes you feel like it's not supposed to be this way, and the structure's just so old that you're kind of just breaking in.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get that vibe too?
Yeah. It's almost like you're
Metroid's
coming across something you're not supposed to be coming across.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a very Indiana Jones almost moment.
Yeah, Metroid's really good at like making you feel the age of things, and like you're not really supposed to go in this way. You're just breaking in because it's so old, and all that. Because like the only reason you're able to get in there is because the wall was so old and rotted that you could just
It
like
crumbled underneath
chip it
you.
away. Uh-huh.
I hate those enemies.
You can kill those flying things with a charge jump.
Oh, perfect. Oh, but not those guys.
Yeah, the charge jump is actually a very, very useful thing that is really underestimated in this game a lot.
Save room.
What I like is that in Super Smash Bros. Melee, the Brinstar Death stage, which is based on this, had lava, and had a very different sort of model for the for KRAID. But in Smash Ultimate, they made KRAID's model more based on this, and they changed the lava to this yellow acid that's here. You could have just attacked him right there.
I guess arguably. Oh, look,
So yeah,
already...
Smash Ultimate. So yeah, this is KRAID.
Yep. If any of you are fans of Star Bomb and have heard their classic song Metroid, that's this guy.
KRAID hasn't appeared in a game since Super Metroid outside of this remake. And Smash Bros. KRAID is a dojo master in Smash Bros. Too, with the Zero Mission art.
Oh yeah. It was like a heavy style or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it is. And,
I didn't actually really use any of dojos outside the Experience dojo.
Yeah, and they use the Zero Mission art. It's actually the first time KRAID is given dialogue, sort of, with the translator. Outside of certain really bad 80s cartoons that made Ridley look really stupid that I shall not name.
We do not talk about the designs of these bosses in the 80s. Like, these boss fights were very different than any asteroid.
Mm-hmm. This is more in line with his Super Metroid boss fight.
Oh boy. Here we are. Orange KRAID. Red KRAID.
I actually argue this is easier now because you have more buffer before his attacks hit you. And you're out of missiles.
Yeah, I noticed.
So yeah, what I like about Smash Ultimate is not only is KRAID a dojo master, but he uses Zero Mission art. He uses Zero Mission art, and the KRAID's layer stage, Brinstar Depths, changes the lava to acid. It changes the lava to the acid that's in Zero Mission. It gives him his Zero Mission design.
Like, honestly, I would say this is the hardest phase of the fight out of the three.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's just added platforming for the final phase. Oh, there we are. He's dead. I like how he survives this. Like, how does something survive this? I mean, I guess he's only falling through the floor, but then, boom, he explodes. But no, he was fine.
Speed Booster. This debuted in Super Metroid.
And it also allows me to commit the bane of my existence. Have to go all the way back, fine. I'm gonna run to the wall, but at the last second... Boom. Is there any... There's nothing down there. Just guys.
You can pretty much just jump through the acid with the various suit.
Yep.
It took me years to realize that the actual intention for you, if you don't have the various suit and you're doing it the quote-unquote normal way to get this, is not actually just a damage boost with the acid. They actually want you to Shine Spark.
Oh.
But yeah, I guess
That makes sense.
damage boosting through the acid. I guess damage boosting through the acid is just faster.
Yeah, I mean, most people aren't going to know how to Shine Sparker right after beating... Although, I guess this is a game meant for multiple replays.
Mm-hmm.
Although I will say, this section is
So by
going
the
to be a lot
time you
easier
replay
now.
it again, you're not really... But by the time you replay it, you're going to have the various suit. Yeah, this is just a section where you just got to use missiles. Use missiles.
Oh, that works. I've always just tried to rush into here before they knock me off the platform.
Yeah, you're supposed to use missiles.
Okay, so we haven't gone
Okay.
up. Oh yeah, because we got to do the Shine Spark up there
So
to
there's
get
just
the
one
tank.
energy tank.
And that's up here.
Yeah,
we got to
then
Shine
that's the
Spark
last-
it.
Then that's the last thing you can get from KRAID's lair until you get the other thing later in the game.
Why was I doing that? Because
You're
yeah,
supposed to.
just jump. That's all you have to do. It's not that hard, Chase.
Honestly, no. What I would do is I would stop at the end before it got into the crumbly platforms. Go back and then just
And
buy
Shine
Shine
Spark.
Spark from here. That's the more, yeah, Shine Spark from where you're standing right now. That's that leverage because that
Alright.
would actually be the more reliable way. Yeah, KRAID's done.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Time to go get that super missile and time to get that super missile and burn star, I guess.
Yeah, we have the Shine Spark now. This is the
And you
thing
have
that
the
took
spring ball
me
to get.
the single longest. My first playthrough was getting this stupid super
We
missile.
have a,
Oh yeah,
we have a cutscene.
the captain is landing. The guy who's technically the leader of the space pirates.
No, it's just general.
Oh,
He's the leader of the Zabesian force.
Yeah, I guess like he and KRAID were pretty much equals outside, Mother.
Mm-hmm.